week at Chelsea as we dive into all the top news regarding all things Chelsea. And what a week it's been! We're making a little bit of a habit out of this now. 2 episodes in 2 weeks. But first, as always, please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And with that said, let's get into it! Chelsea started the week with an absolute whirlwind of a game, as was to be expected, to be honest with you, but not quite to the levels as we witnessed when Chelsea came out victorious on Monday against and then unbeaten Tottenham Hotspur. 2 sending-offs, 2! 4 disallowed goals and a hat-trick from Nicholas Jackson, which was quite possibly the most random and obscure thing to have happened out of everything, among some other wild incidents to take place. But one has been taken a step further. It doesn't surround the meat riding of Tottenham Hotspur by the media, who would almost have you believe that Tottenham were victorious or that Visario didn't concede 7 goals and is being regarded as Tottenham's saviour. No. Raheem Sterling was subjected to an investigation after it appeared that the England international launched a missile into the crowd during one of our celebrations. This missile was unsurprisingly thrown at the players from the Tottenham fans as we celebrated Cole Palmer's 35th minute penalty. Amidst the investigation, it was reported that he could be subject to a ban if found guilty of whatever, I suppose. I don't know, really. The video that was given didn't really give any concrete evidence. As of recording on Friday the 11th of November 2023, it's now been established that Sterling faces no further action, having been investigated by the FA. The drama with the fixture has surely now come to an end 4 days later. Up next, and quite possibly the biggest drama outside of the game on Monday, is the reported departure of one Emma Hayes come the end of the season. This comes as a surprise to many Chelsea fans, many football fans as a whole, as it was seen that the women's manager would remain at Chelsea for her entire career. At least that's what she led everyone to believe. Paul Winstanley has been under extreme levels of criticism from fans online, as it was reported that he was in charge of getting a new contract signed. It was reported co-sporting director Paul Winstanley is facing questions from Chelsea's owners after failing to agree a new contract with Emma Hayes. Hayes indicated a desire to stay at Chelsea for the rest of her career, but negotiations were put on hold due to Winstanley focusing on other issues. Since then, ongoing reports have suggested that Hayes has been offered, or had been offered, quadruple her salary of the summer. Family reasons have been said to be her deciding factor as to why she'll be leaving. She's also detailed that she's been in the post for 12 years, which is common knowledge, and driving 4 hours to and from, if my math is mathing, that would mean 8 hours of commuting to the training ground for 6 days a week during her tenure as Chelsea manager. If that does not show the dedication that Hayes has had to the job during her time, I don't know what does. She's proper Chelsea and will be sorely missed as a huge part of the club overall. Romelu Lukaku is back in the news once again, and for once it's something positive. Roma are said to be interested in signing the Belgian on a permanent transfer following his season-long loan away from Chelsea. Roma's sporting director Thiago Pinto is believed to have negotiated an option worth around £30 million in Lukaku's loan deal from Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano said Chelsea didn't see Dusan Vlahovic as a priority target and were only ready to pursue a deal under the right conditions. A straight swap deal involving Romelu Lukaku with no money changing hands. Let's see if this changes in January. What do you think? A straight swap for Vlahovic in return for Romelu Lukaku? Let me know down in the comments. And before we get to the best news of the week, we get to the worst news of the week. Anthony Taylor, the bald idiot himself, who has recently been demoted to the Championship following errors in the Premier League. And in that game between Preston North End and Coventry City, Baldy Taylor would give one of the worst penalty decisions of the season in any division, quite frankly. As such, for his poor refereeing in a game that was aimed to be a punishment of sorts, a time for reflection for Baldy McFuckface. Somehow one of the highest rated referees in the world, a referee with countless mistakes and moments of poor refereeing involving Chelsea, has been given the game on Sunday between Chelsea and Manchester City, the biggest fixture of the weekend by quite some margin, and the bald idiot has been more or less awarded the fixture that will be drawing in the most viewers this weekend. It's a bizarre decision, and one that the Premier League will more than likely once again end up regretting when Baldy makes another stupid Baldy refereeing mistake. Bald idiot. He's just a fucking stupid bald muppet, and no doubt he's going to fuck it up for us on the weekend if we don't do it ourselves. And lastly, the news of the week. Christopher Nkunku is finally returning. But not just yet. Following the Manchester City game on Sunday, there is yet another international break, which will hopefully be the final stretch before we finally get to see Nkunku strut his stuff, making his first senior appearance at a professional level for the club. Now, chances are that, it'll be likely that, like any other player returning from injury, he's probably not likely to start and get the full 90 minutes against either Newcastle or Brighton. But at the very least, probably 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, but, there's hopefully, that he will be available for, 60, 70, maybe even 90 minutes for the United game in early December, and obviously going into the new year. Again, I cannot stress this enough. The wait has been monumentally long with Nkunku. The initial reports when we'd signed him nearly 2 years ago, and the wait now of him officially being announced, and now the lengthy period of injury that we've had to endure, and himself included. We can wait, and we will wait another few more weeks to ensure that he is 100%, a la Reece James and so on. We don't want to rush into things here. Pochettino said in his press conference ahead of our game against Manchester City on Sunday that Nkunku told me, "Coach, I want to be ready after the international break against Newcastle. It's close." He's doing really, really well. We are so happy with Christopher in his recovery. Very professional, what more can you ask for? He's wanting to go about it in all the right ways and do it as safely as possible. But by all accounts, it sounds like Nkunku is chomping at the bit to get things started with his time at Chelsea. And listen, we've seen what he's capable of. So I'm more than excited to hear that his return or start at the club is imminent. But how do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on all of the topics we've discussed today. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. I'll see you tomorrow for the Man City preview. And as ever, my name is Harry, up the Chels, and peace.